Right now, you've been taking L after L in your life because it's who you are. Actually, it's who you believe you are. Now, in this video, I'm not going to talk about just the normal ass shit of like get a planner. I'm not going to tell you how you can go to the gym or start a study habit so that you can prove to your ex-girlfriend that you are worth something. This is going to be next level shit, right? This is the real shit that is going to steer you away from addiction, from disappointing yourself over and over again with video games, junk food, oversleeping. I sound like a boomer right now. I know this. But the thing is, you know that these aren't the things that you should be doing, and you know what you should be doing. And there's a reason you clicked on this video. It's because you aren't doing them. So think about this. Think about it like this, right? You are exactly where you are right now because of the actions that your younger self took. He has placed you where you are. If you don't have the social life you want, it's because you weren't bold. Your younger self didn't display his natural charisma and initiate with someone. If you don't have the body you want right now, it's because your younger self was not in the gym consistently or eating in a way to support that. Bro, if you don't have girls in your phone right now, it's because younger you did not take the time to think, what kind of person can I become that would be attractive to them? Your younger self let you down. You might even feel a little disappointment. You might feel a little anger. But imagine now, if we were to flip that. 6 months down the line, 6 months later, this is you. And you've built a solid amount of muscle in that time, right? You look in the mirror now and you're thinking, man, it's kind of sick. I'm starting to look a little sexy. You've got a friend group, not only that you're a part of, but one that you lead, that genuinely appreciates you and loves you for who you are. You even got a girlfriend, or maybe just a few girls that you hit up from time to time, and they're texting you right now. Imagine how you'd feel about yourself. You would look back at the things that you did for the 6 months leading up to this, and you think, man, I had it on lock, bro. You would look at how you acted, and you'd feel this self-love. You'd literally unlock this self-love for yourself because you would love the actions that your younger self took for you. You'd realize that you do love yourself because you wouldn't have been doing that hard work to put you where you are right now if your younger self didn't love your future self. So this is where most people stop and say, now go get him, Tiger. No, I'm going to actually tell you why you haven't already done this and how to flip that. The reason is because you can't outgrow a poor self-image. This is what this all revolves around, right? And this might sound a little woo-woo, but stay with me, okay? Right now, you believe that you just aren't someone who goes to the gym. You believe that you just aren't someone, you're just not the type of person to approach a random stranger and say hi. So of course you won't. You believe you're just not the type of person to attract girls. So of course you won't. And you'll find excuses and reasons to believe this too, because when you have this self-image, when you genuinely believe this about yourself, your environment and your circumstances mold around you to convince you of that, because you start looking for the reasons to believe it. The same way that as if I said, look out for red cars, you would see more red cars today. If you don't believe you are a certain way or can achieve a certain thing, you're never going to try. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. People don't just stumble on a success or failure. They build characters that lead them to take the actions that lead to either success or failure. And right now you have the beliefs that this world gave you. They're not your beliefs. The world gave you these. You didn't wake up and consciously think, yeah, I think the best way for me to act is to believe that I don't deserve to make a good amount of money and that I can't change. This is why when you meet an attractive girl and she shows you her boyfriend and you're like, what? How did he pull her? It's because while you were over here debating on what to say, overthinking it, he just walked up believing that he deserved her. Your beliefs decide your actions and your actions decide your results. So how can you change this self-image, right? The key to this is practicing visualizations. This is why you hear about athletes and how much they visualize. They visualize winning the game every time before they go out on the field. Because when they do that, if they walk out there with the belief that they've already fucking won, bro, they don't lose. Or at least they don't act like they're about to lose. Not only are they going to play better, but this means the other team is mentally fucked, man. They're not going to overcome someone who already believes that there's no chance he's losing. When they're both tired on the field, one person on the team is tired, the other person on the team is tired but knows he's going to win. That's powerful. The reason this works is that your mind and your nervous system cannot tell the difference between vividly imagined thought and reality. So every time you vividly imagine a situation and you're acting in your ideal way, the way that you want to be acting, and you're getting the reward that you want to get, you're putting that in the bank, literally your bank of experience. This is why if you imagine in detail getting the Gluck Gluck 3000, your dick is going to get hard. That's how it works, bro. It's because your body thinks it's real. When you imagine yourself acting in the way that you want and getting in detail, in vivid detail, the reward that you want out of it, with emotion too, your mind counts it as a win, a real positive experience. And don't waste your time trying out negative visualizations to see if they work, because they already do, bro. You're already doing them every day. When that person doesn't text you back, you think, oh, it's because I'm not interesting and they don't actually like me. That thought is going through your head. You think about the past and constantly relive. Not only just think about, but relive the bad experiences that happened to you. That one time you spoke to a girl and it went poorly. You relive that over and over again in your mind, replaying that, and that's a negative memory every time. And so now you just assume that's gonna happen next time. When the case is, you don't know, bro. That girl was probably just having a bad day. And you're putting that as the standard. That's how every person's gonna act. It's not. And this is why it feels impossible for you. It's because you've been thinking wrong. And no one saved you from it, because all your teachers in school who are only mildly happy, they don't know this shit. They don't know this, bro. Imagine how unstoppable you are going to become whenever you start doing this, that will convince you, make you believe that you are an athlete now, that you are a loving, kind, outgoing motherfucker, that you are attractive to girls. And it takes 21 days for you to see an actual change and effect of this. So just try this out right now, right? And don't even judge it. Don't judge it for 21 days. After that, you can say, fuck Luke, his shit doesn't work. But for 21 days, just try it. Because right now, your thoughts have got you to exactly where you are. So you can't trust your thoughts. So trust mine for a little bit. So for 30 minutes a day, what you do is relax in your body as much as you can. I'm gonna do this with you right now, okay? So relax in your body. Focus on each of your muscle groups. Focus on your feet, your legs, each part of your body being really relaxed. Your chest, back, shoulders. Even your face, bro. Squeeze it up. And then let it go. I know that looks weird for me to do it, but like no one's gonna be watching you when you do this shit, bro. Get as relaxed as you possibly can. And then, smile. It could be a really cheesy smile, or it could just be, that looks weird, I know, but stay with me. You're looking at me right now like, what the fuck is this kid doing? But stay with me, right? You're totally relaxed and you smile. This just puts you into a happier state, simply just by smiling. Now, what I want you to do is think of a memory in the past where you were successful. A good time, a happy time. It can be that you were hanging out with your friends and it went really well. You told a joke that everyone really liked and laughed at, and you thought was really fucking funny. It could be a time whenever you did really well in your job and people were congratulating you. Maybe it was an award you won. Think of this experience and really visualize in detail what it felt like. Get the emotion in there and visualize the details around you. What kinds of things were happening? What did you hear? What did you see? What were the words that people were saying around you? What did it feel like for your feet to be on the floor, right? Were you wearing shoes? Were you sitting? Were you standing? Feel exactly what it was like to be there and feel the emotion with it. Now that you have that, project that feeling into the future. What is a future experience where you are going to be feeling the exact same way? And imagine it, again, in detail, vivid detail. Maybe you see yourself exchanging phone numbers with a stranger who looked cool. You're gonna hang out this weekend. Maybe it was a girl, bro. Maybe she's giving you a really cute smile as she's handing you back your phone. Maybe you think of how good it will feel after you finish a really hard workout that you put everything into and you're so proud of yourself. Visualize and fully experience the reward of doing the thing that you want. Good. Now, if you think 30 minutes is impossible, just start with a few minutes and bump it up to 30 as you go. Because also visualizing is a skill too, right? You're not gonna be really good at this straight off the bat. It's gonna be hard for you to see the details. It's going to be hard for you to feel the emotion and really feel it. The thing is, you practice and again, you're going to get better and better and better. and you're going to get less distracted each time, right? Because when I'm not there talking to you, you're going to think about, what am I going to have for lunch? Oh shit, I'm thinking about lunch right now. I'm not visualizing. Bring it back. And don't be upset at yourself when you do this. It's like meditation, right? Notice that you're doing it and just bring it back, because you're going to keep getting better and better. So eventually get to the point where you can practice for 30 minutes a day. And then whenever you are doing that and you are consistently having vivid visualizations, you can start to take it down and get the same benefit. So you can start visualizing for 10, 15 minutes a day. And this is how you're going to start believing that you are the person to do this. You're literally just going to start being happier because you're filling your mind with happier thoughts every day. And now you can't have the expectation that you're going to go out and just immediately start hitting the gym every single day if you haven't been doing it for years. You can't just become the person the next day that goes and approaches anyone who looks cool, right? It's going to take a little bit of time, but naturally, this is a way to do this without willpower, without forcing yourself to go and do these things. You're naturally going to want to do them more because you're going to start putting in the bank positive experiences and the rewards of you doing them. You're going to start to feel and genuinely believe that you are the person who goes to the gym, that you are the person who just talks to girls. You are the person who has a really fulfilling and rewarding job. And don't just sit here and watch this like another YouTube video, because if you're part of my gang, you know it's not. Act now and become unstoppable.